Welcome to Vlogmas day 19. Please excuse this, obviously I look shit at the moment, but I thought I would film a get ready with me video. They're really popular, and I think they're popular because no one knows what they're doing when it comes to makeup and that sort of thing, so I think it's kind of reassuring to see people not really knowing what they're doing either, and I'm one of these people. I'm not in any way trained as a makeup artist, so I just do what I do, and hopefully you'd find it useful in some way or another, even if it's just to think, oh well, I don't think she should be doing that. So anyway, clean my teeth, wash my face. I used Witch exfoliating face wash. If I don't use this about once a week, I get quite whenever I use conditioner, I get dry skin and flaky foundation around my nose and here. On the whole, I do have quite dry skin, and so the first thing I'm going to do is moisturise. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. I currently have the tripod balanced on the loo. I am so short-sighted, I have to be this far away from the mirror when I do my makeup, and I cannot do it one-handed. So I'm in the bathroom. My mirror is here. I'm going to see if I can turn you a bit. So I'm afraid, oh yeah, that's a bit better. You're not going to be able to see very well, but anyway, I thought you might be interested to see what products I use and that sort of thing. And I'm going to begin with, oh, I didn't actually say why I'm doing this. I'm about to do a photo shoot with my clothing company Ocean, so that I need makeup on for that. If there's time, I might do a weekly wardrobe photo shoot for my blog, and this evening I have a Christmas party. So triple reasons to bother with makeup. I don't do it generally on a daily basis, at least not very much. So first of all, Boots number 7, Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream. That's what I use as my moisturiser. Oh, glasses off. Around my eyes, I'm going to use the Boots number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Eye Cream. So now you'll have to forgive me if I end up completely out of focus, because I can't even tell from looking at that screen without my glasses on. If I'm out of breath, it's because we keep getting junk phone calls at the moment, so I keep having to run to answer the phone, and then it ends up being nobody I need to talk to. Okay, next. Now I wouldn't normally bother using a primer. Part of me thinks it's just a sort of gimmick to get people to buy something new, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a makeup expert, but I bought this one in America. It's Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer Colour Correcting. Balances skin tone, and I've got the green one to try and balance out my red cheeks, particularly this area, and this area gets too pink. So I'm going to give this a go. I don't like the texture of primer, it just feels horrible. But as I want my makeup to last right round to tonight, this might help, mightn't it? Oh, it feels horrible. It makes my skin feel all icky. And I do have an eye primer, but I've lost it, so I'm going to use it on my... I'm going to use a little bit on my eyelids. I don't know where my eyeshadow one's gone. I only used it once and I lost it. Again, I'm hoping that this will make my eyeshadow last a bit better. Oh, too much. It says let it set, so I'm going to give it a minute. So the next thing I'm going to use is my Boots number 7. Honestly, this is not being sponsored by Boots or anything. I just went to Boots in early spring last year and just had a bit of a splurge for my birthday. And I had my skin tone colour matched, and my colour is Cool Vanilla, which is surprisingly not the palest. Normally I'm always the palest. So I've got the Beautifully Matte Light Foundation. All Day Velvet Matte Perfection Lightweight Feel. It's not a thick foundation. I'm not really a foundation person. In fact, I think this is my first ever proper foundation. I usually go with like powder foundations really, or just tinted moisturiser and then a mineral powder. But this is one I've felt comfortable with because it is so lightweight. It isn't heavy coverage. I can never get heavy foundations to look right on me whenever I've tried. So this is what I'm using, and I just put it on my fingers, and I just use my fingers. And I did buy myself a beauty blender type sponge. I haven't used it yet, so I didn't want now to be my first go really. And I'm not a brush person. If I used brushes for putting my foundation on, my skin would just go so flaky. As it is, my skin is still flaking up already in the sides of my nose a bit. There's not a lot I can do about that really. I don't need to put a lot on my forehead because of my fringe. I just do the middle bit where my fringe tends to part. And that's what's so good about this foundation. You don't need to cover your whole face. It really does blend into your skin colour. So I do actually really recommend going to Boots and getting your colour match done. It has been fantastic for that. Right, that's that done. Oh no, I'm going to put a tiny bit on my eyelids actually. I'm determined to get the eyeshadow to stay. Okay, next I'm going to use my absolutely ancient Rimmel. God, look, you can't even see what it is. No, Hide the Blemish concealer, which is in the palest colour, whatever that might have been called. I've just got a little bit of a red spot on the end of my nose, which I will do my best to cover. I am quite lucky. Most of the time my skin is quite clear and I don't need much concealer. Not for spots anyway, but I do for around my eyes, so that's next. Now I only bought this last week and I've used it a couple of times and I've been really quite impressed. Again, Boots, you know, Boots number 7 Instant Radiance Concealer, which I think is particularly for using under your eyes. Light reflecting lotion to chase away under eyeshadows. So you click the end a couple of times usually, and then you just sort of paint it on like that, and then I just blend it in with my finger. I'm not some big makeup connoisseur, so I can't compare these things to other products. I mean, I've never bought an under eye concealer before, so as far as I'm concerned, it seems pretty good, but I've got nothing to compare it to, so I don't really know. I think it does make a difference. I think it does make me look a bit less tired than I usually am, so that makes me happy. Right, next I'm going to set this with Maybelline Mineral Powder Finishing Veil. I love mineral powders, I wouldn't buy anything else. And the brushes I'm going to use are all, I think pretty much all these ones. Gosh, the print doesn't last very well. I only bought these a year ago. These are all Eco Tools mainly. They do the job. I'm going to put it on quite thickly under my eyes, so that when it comes to doing the eyeshadow, I can just sort of flick any stray bits of eyeshadow dust away. Okay, contouring. Again, something I don't usually bother with, but as it's for a photo shoot, I will. I've got Live Love Makeup Obsession London, and I got this from British Home Stores when it was closing down. And the brush is Makeover Essentials. It says blush on it, but this is the one, it's angled one I've got, so this is what I use. And I just go for a very mid-range colour and do the thing. With a round face like mine, there's not a lot you can do to help really. And this is contouring as something where I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I try and find a hollow. I get a bit of a hollow there, so that's sort of the bit I aim for. And also I do it either side of my nose to try and slim it a bit. Actually, I might go slightly darker for the sides of my nose as well. Okay, and I'm going to use a little bit of highlight. There's a shimmery sort of highlight there, so that's the one I'm just using the other side of the brush to do. So for blusher, I've got, again, Boots number 7, I promise this isn't sponsored. Apricot Blossom. It's one of the ones recommended for my skin tone, and as I didn't really know where I was going with blusher, I thought I would use that, so this is what I'm doing. And this is a brush that came with the mineral foundation powder, so I'm just using this one for blusher, which is really soft. It's a lovely brush. I have to go quite gently with blusher because of the colour of my face, which is generally quite pink anyway. But it is quite nice to add a little bit of a tone. Skin done. Eyes next, I think. Okay, I'm just going to dab on my eyes a little bit of my Maybelline Mineral Powder Natural Perfecting Powder Foundation in Classic Ivory. This is what I tend to use on my face when I'm not bothering with proper foundation. But I'm just going to put a bit on my finger and rub it over my eyelids as another sort of base, again in an attempt to make it last. Also to dry, I get such wet eyes, particularly when I'm putting on eye makeup. So it will hopefully soak up any sort of tears that I get in my eyes as well. And that spot on my nose is still showing slightly, so I'm going to dab a bit on my nose. I find mineral powder foundation works so well as just a cover up. And I'm going to use Ulta Complete Eye. This is one I'm using a lot recently because it lasts. It's the only one that I found recently that I've bought that has really good pigmentation and it lasts really well. So this is what I'm going to use. And again, I'm just going to use these Eco Tool brushes. And I'll start with this one, which is a good, nice, big, solid one. I'll just do the middle colour. So I'm starting with that one all over. I really have to speed up now because I'm running out of time. And then I'm going to go with that one, again, mainly over my eyelid. Now, I only buy matte eyeshadow now. I think that's an age thing. I hardly ever buy, if it's shiny, I don't know, it just doesn't look right on me. So I only go with matte eyeshadow, and it's really hard to find matte eyeshadow in colours. You know, neutral palettes are all the rage in matte, but to find colours it's actually quite difficult, and this has some nice ones. So now I'm going to go for the angled one, which is called Angled Crease, and I am going to use it in my crease, and I'm going to go for the darker shade. I say in my crease, but I have quite bad hooded eyes, so I sort of do a slightly above my crease to try and otherwise. So before I blend it, I don't know if you can see that, the lighting in here isn't great. So I go slightly above the crease with the darkest colour and into the corners. And I'm actually going to use the sort of purpley one above it slightly. And then I just use quite a soft fluffy brush to just blend it all in together. Okay, to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, I'm swapping to this palette, which is Hard Candy. Also, I got it in America. I don't know if it's available here or not, but I'm using the palest colour. I do have another highlighter one somewhere, but I can't find it. So this is what I'm going to use on my inner corners. And it's not very good, actually. This is where I do sometimes go glittery, but like I said, I can't find the one I usually use. There, that does help brighten my eyes a bit. Okay, I'm going to leave that to settle and try and stop my eyes from watering while I do my eyebrows. Again, boots number 7, I'm afraid. This is Beautiful Eyebrow Kit. So I just use the fairest colour on the inner corners, on the inside bits of my eyebrows. I do have terribly uneven eyebrows, so this is useful to try and even them out a bit. Then I'll use the darker colour for the rest. Right, that just gives them a bit more definition. And I'm going to use the highlighter from this, just underneath my brow. Eyebrows is a new thing for me. I always just used to leave them alone, so I think that's okay. So I use Bad Gal by Benefit eyeliner, which actually could do with being sharpened again. This always needs to be sharpened, that's the problem with it, but I love it. I'm still yet to try a liquid eyeliner, but this seems to do the trick for what I need anyway. I only do the outer corners, again because I've got quite hooded eyes. If I do a thick line over the top of my lashes, that's all you see. You don't see any eyelid at all. I do try and do a bit of a wing. So that eye looks really good. That eye, where it keeps getting wet, it just looks rubbish. Okay, that's better. I think I fixed it. So lastly, it's mascara, and I go for L'Oreal Double Extend Beauty Tubes Mascara. Again, I bought this in America last year, so I don't know if this is still available, but I think this is absolutely fantastic. So you start with your white layer, then you do your black layer, and this is waterproof, it doesn't come off. I don't use eyelash curlers, I think they're a complete waste of time. I find the best thing to do is while it's wet, just put it on, tilt your chin up so you don't get it all over your eyelids, and then just press. Use the brush to press the lashes up and curled back, and I find that works so much better than using eyelash curlers. There we are. I swear this is not sponsored by Boots. So I've bought a number 7 lip crayon in Raspberry Wine, and I've tried this a few times now and I'm really liking it. It goes on so well, it's a nice matte colour, and I can work it around my piercings without having to worry too much. I really like this because you don't need to bother with an extra lip liner. It's matte straight away. It's not, I don't like the sticky consistency of normal lipstick, and yeah, like I said, I could just put it on really nice and quickly, and I quite like this colour. It was the most neutral colour they had, but now that I've tried this one, I might get more adventurous and try the dark red one day. I don't know, lipstick doesn't suit me very well, but I think I can get away with this one just about. So that's me done, that's my face done anyway. Hair still got to do, obviously. Cute cat update. There's Lyra on our backdrop, and there's the other two on the radiator, Tinkerbell and Rafiki. I'm in the dress ready to do the photo shoot, and the cats are rather interested in the new background that we've got put up. So the dress is all packaged up and ready to go, and I'm very happy with it, and I hope the lady will be too, who's going to receive it soon hopefully. And I'm also wrapping up this headband and these sparkly wrist cuffs, and I've got a feeling these are going to be a Christmas present. So I need to get these packaged very quickly because the post office is about to close, so I need to get on with it. See you soon, bye. Yeah, we had a quick modelling session because I'm going to be using it as one of the examples of a custom made special occasion dress that's going to go on a new listing in January, and hopefully that's where I'm going to take my clothing business and mainly do that sort of thing. I'm sort of getting used to the modelling now. I'm getting the hang of it. I still feel a bit awkward looking at the pictures afterwards. I'm not entirely happy with what I see usually, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Yeah, so I'm going to try and get a weekly wardrobe photo shoot in the bag so I can relax a bit in the new year when it's due to go up. Also, this is Monday today. I don't know when you're going to see this, but today's weekly wardrobe has not gone up. I'm going to be late on this week's one, and I haven't been late on one of those for a long time, so I'm really sorry about that. I have just been so busy. I feel like all I'm saying in these vlogs is, oh, I'm so busy. Oh dear. Right, I am going to work out what I'm going to wear this evening to the party, and then I've got a present to make and cards to make, so I've got a lot to do. Hello, I've come down to the basement to my little craft corner, and I'm going to make some Christmas cards. I'm off to writers group Christmas party soon, and very soon, and I don't have any nice Christmas cards, so I'm going to make some very quickly. And as I've already filmed a get ready with me video today, I'm going to put this in tomorrow's video, so you'll be seeing this a day later. So if you're interested in how to make Christmas cards using heat embossing, then please watch tomorrow's video, because I'm going to put it in there. So it's my first day that I'm actually going to be getting the house ready, so there's not going to be a lot to film that's all that interesting tomorrow, so I'm going to put this video in then, and so please watch tomorrow's video for the card making bit. Thanks. I'll see you later. Bye. So that's the end of my day. I had a lovely time at the writer's Christmas meal. I didn't take the camera along. I didn't think people would be all that comfortable with me filming. It's just not the right occasion. But oh my goodness, I had the most delicious home-cooked meal. It was just very nice of Mike and Fiona to host us. It was really, really nice evening. And then when I got back, I just did a quick weekly wardrobe shoot with the outfit that I'm wearing, which is, I think it might be Dorothy Perkins. I don't know, it's one of those things I've had forever. Okay, the dress is from Zara. This is it. That's a really unflattering angle of it. You can't see it very well in this light. It's a really nice dress actually. It's got this sort of lace overlay and frills at the bottom. And the necklace was from Bath Christmas Market. I mentioned it the other day, and it was a Christmas present from Chris a couple of years ago, and I really love it. So that's been my day really. I kind of feel like it's the end of term. I got that dress finished and sent off. I've just had my last Christmas event, and now for the next few days it really is just thinking about family and getting the house ready and that sort of thing. So I am more relaxed and calm now, even though I'm about 4 days behind on the vlogs. I'm really sorry about that. I am going to spend tomorrow just alternating between editing videos and tidying the house, and then hopefully by the end of the day I will have most of that done. So I'm going to leave this here today. I've had a very nice day. I hope you have too, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.